my Twitter feed never mention these feeding our children these, but in the mentions when rappers ain't worth a mention these getting attention for selling ignorant. I believe in black and I can see the rap and I believe in cap and I agree with cap. I believe in rap. I believe that I'm that.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's swung out wide to Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first carry for Najee Harris. We'll get this up to about the 44. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Finding room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. An option handoff given to Harris. And some room to work. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Steelers.
Let's go now.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And his kick here is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
On the double. Mega.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Young to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Drill 52. Set.
A play fake. Now Young.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Check, smash. Ready?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Drill 3. Hut, hut.
Young working out of the gun. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. How did he stay on his feet? And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Cameron Jordan able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here.
Yeah, you do in a big way. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And Young's throw there incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Young on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Alec Pierce, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 32 on the play.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd down and 8.
Young off the play fake. Flushed out right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Black, red.
Young will set to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
This is Smith with the ground. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right down Broadway. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
But trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
Velus Jones now from his end zone.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Come on,
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead.
Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be.
There he goes, right side. And he'll go down at the 28. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
In motion left, Bateman.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Again, it's Harris. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Back to throw. Flush to his right.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
Now the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
Steelers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a first down throw for Young.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'll tell you what, those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a second down throw for Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Again, it's Young. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the Sticks.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, Young.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important three, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, but the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. They'll look to throw again. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
26 yards.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And he's taken down a slip across the 35. 141 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better really as the night's gone on. It's Young off play action. That is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On play action, Young.
This pass on target. Velus Jones with it.
And he gets us to the other side of the field across the 45 before going out. His first catch, that's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing, Young. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 43 yards.
And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 34 yards.
Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Being chased out left.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next the score, Panthers 31, Steelers 26.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Ready?
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle by Alex Highsmith. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Down.
3rd and 4.
Ultra. Hut, hut.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Faster.
Here's Young. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He's got Pickens complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with it. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's
throwing the football today. Almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going up for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
This ball intercepted. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one is over. A victory for Kansas.